We're gonna get some answers. We're gonna get some answers. So grab your friend and tell the other people to come in. Make sure you like the live. Don't just stare at me. We're gonna get some answers tonight. What's up, y'all? I hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna get some messages from the Most High. We're gonna find out what God has for the collective and myself. So please make sure you contact your peoples. Tell them to come on through. Make sure that you share the live. Hit the like button. Share. Support the channel. Don't be a hater. Because maybe we ain't got time for haters. We got enough of those in the world. We need some real genuine people out here. Where are the 15 percenters at? Yeah. So I'm asking the Most High to come through for me, giving the collective messages of clarity on what we need to know. Oh God, I'm asking that you speak through every card, oh God. Flip every card out, oh God. Pull every card and give the collective messages that are clear, precise, and what we need to know exactly, God. I'm asking that you speak through me, oh God. I'm asking that you move through my hands, and that you give me messages that the collective and I need to know. Any warnings, oh God, that we need to know, please talk to us. We need you right now. We love you, God. We thank you, and we ask for you to come on in. Please help us, God. We need you right now, because the way the world is, God, it ain't no good, God. So all we got is you. All we got is you, God. So we're just asking that you come through for the collective. Thank you. All right. That's how God lead me, guide me, speak through me, speak to me, speak to the collective, calling the right ones that should be here, God. And don't let anyone attack the live. Remove each and every hater, oh God, and bring in the ones that really need the message. Bring in the ones that really need healing, oh God. Cover me as I read, and give me messages of clarity, oh God. Bring justice and truth right now. And bring a wake-up call to those who are needing it at this time, oh God. We need you right now. We need your divine love and your divine healing. I ask that all negativity that is sent out to the collective and myself, that it returns to its rightful owner. We release all toxic energy, oh God, and we bring in nothing but love, because love is the highest vibration. So yeah, I'm asking that you guys hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button on TikTok. Support the channel, guys. Come on, y'all. What's going on? Do we got haters on TikTok now? Where are the true supporters at? Look at that. Like, come on now, y'all. Don't support me. Come on now. We need you. What's up, everybody? I hope you all are doing well. Make sure you guys tag a friend, share the live, support the channel, bring your people in, let them know that I'm live. Please, y'all, support the live. They're attacking the channel. It's a bunch of haters, guys. Come on, y'all. Don't let the haters win. Support the channel. It gotta be more supporters than 3 people liking a live. I know y'all all can be haters now. Come on. Not all 13. Support the channel. Like the channel. Hit the like button. Comment, subscribe, share. Okay? These messages are very important. We need the right people in here. God, I'm asking that you call on the right people, the divine ones, those who are really seeking messages that will assist them in healing. Oh God, I'm asking that you call the right people in, call the right supporters in to support the live. All right, so I'm going to turn this music down and we're going to get going. All right, so the very first card we received, collective, is the Throne in Reverse. So let's find out what this is about. Most High God, speak through me, speak to me, oh God. Allow me to hear what messages you have for the collective and myself. What do we need to know right now? Clarify the throne, God. What's going on here? Clarify throne. Clarify throne. All right, so we got a few people here. So we got the king, we got a fire sign, a father figure, a water sign, and the queen of cups. The throne is in reverse. So this is number 25. This is the very first card that came out. All right, so it's talking about marking your territory. It's talking about marking your territory. So it's usually talking about status and power, but here it's talking about loss of power, position, rank. It's talking about sitting on your own talents or gifts and fall from grace under someone else's rules, giving away your control and homeless. So let's see. Clarify. So we got this emperor here, this queen of cups, and this king of cups. It's let's see what's going on. Yeah, so we got the sun card. Clarify this. Clarify this. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here is that there could be somebody who is going through a difficult time, going through a challenging time. And it's because whatever someone worked on consistently, they're realizing that there has to be balance. Okay. There definitely has to be balance. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Support the channel. Share the live, guys. Come on. Let's bring in the right people for this message. Don't be selfish with me. That's what they always do. No one wants to, people be like trying to dim my light or only have me to themselves. These are people that don't like me but want to hold on to me. I don't know what be up with people that do stuff like that, because it's like, if you don't like a sister, why are you all in someone's energy like that? It doesn't make no sense to me. So anyway, if you're rocking with me for real, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Come on, I need y'all, okay? So yeah, there's some information, or there could be a situation where someone's realizing something. All right, there's someone not feeling too good. They're not feeling too good. Someone's feeling real low. Shoot, hold on. So this could be about money or something too. Clarify this energy here, ancestors, with the throne in reverse. What's going on? Whew. All right, so seven of cups. Someone's could be, they've been trying to put in a lot of effort. Someone's been alone trying to figure out what they're going to do. But honestly, I just don't see things working out for these people. And it's because balance has to be restored. So tell me more about the throne. Why is the throne here in the reverse? Why is the throne here in reverse? It's because, whatever shiesty, some sort of shisty behavior someone was keeping up with, it's not working out. So this is someone who's lying, okay? Someone who's lying and acting as if they're giving. It's giving me that someone's like playing on someone's emotions. Someone who's saying, clarify this, clarify more, clarify more. So you're going to find out the truth about either a family. Tell me more. So it's giving me that there could be a lie that could be exposed. There's justice. And someone who tried to control certain things are learning that it's not going to play out the way they want. Okay, so someone who thought that they had so much control over a situation is learning that there has to be justice. Okay, it's justice prevails at this time, and they don't know how to, like, they're feeling defeated. Okay, so these are people knowing that whatever control method someone tried to have, they're feeling defeated because they know that there's justice that has to happen. Okay, and so it's giving me that there could have been some information that had come out by someone of authority, or someone's like teaching or telling someone some information that maybe someone don't want to hear. Tell me more. Yeah, someone could be feeling sad because they're like really really trying to act like they're good, but deep down inside someone's very shocked in how they feel. Okay, it's giving me that this person or these people find they're in regret because whatever lies or some sort of manipulation, seven of cups with the seven of swords, someone who's acting as if they're giving, but it's always a material motive with these people. Whoever this is, I'm seeing here someone's feeling very very negative, thinking very negatively, and acting as if they're composed, acting as if they're okay with what's going on, but honestly someone ain't doing too well deep down inside. There's someone who's grieving, someone who could be sad because they're not getting what they want. Tell me more. Tell me more. What's going on here? Give me more clarity, ancestors. What's going on? All right, so it's dealing with someone of high honor. What about this person? What about? So we got the Taylor, like, so this person of high honor has possibly been doing a lot of work, working really hard to get what they want. Tell me more. So maybe there's someone that not worried. It's a message of concern. Tell me more. Someone could have been someone could be sick. Someone going through, someone's in despair. Like things are not, something's not working out how someone expected it to. Okay, and it's because there could have been a lie that happened and it's causing someone to be sick. It's a lot going on, collective, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. You know how I do. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn as I get you some messages. Um, yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of it, collective. I gotta get to the nitty gritty. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Come on, support the channel. Hit the like button, share. We need more people in here. Come on, y'all. Let's do it. Okay? Because I know y'all want this information and I got it for you. So I need y'all's help too. So clarify this, ancestors. Clarify the throne. What's going on with the throne? Ooh, that's too many. All these cards came out in reverse. Someone feels... Hold on, let me make sure. Someone's pissed. Ooh, they mad. Someone is so angry. Hold on, guys. All right. So let's start over with this. I just really want to get into it, child. I should have got me some water before I started. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, tell me about this throne. What's going on with the throne? Tell me more about the throne. Tell me more. Why is the throne in reverse? Why is the throne in reverse? Okay. So the throne is in reverse because someone is aware that there's going to be movement happening for you where you're going to continue to keep going. People are so angry, okay? Because it's giving me that there's a lot of tension and someone wanting to get their way or like force something. It's giving me that tell me more. Clarify the five of the throne in reverse. Why is throne in reverse? It's this fire sign, okay? Tell me more. What's going on? Why is the throne in reverse? It's a lot of conflict because I feel like someone has a lot of scattered energy. Tell me more. Clarify this. The throne in reverse. Why is the throne in reverse? It's because someone's blocked off. Someone's blocked off. And it's causing a lot of tension because this is somebody who may be wanting to connect with you. Okay? Someone wants to connect with you and they feel like all the effort they put in is not working. Okay? So it's giving me that there is someone who's trying to balance their energy, but they're unsettled as well because things aren't really playing out how they want. So clarify the throne. Throne reverse. Why is the throne reverse? Okay, clarify the throne reverse. Because things are backfiring to these people or to this person. Tell me more. Okay. It's because you're going to be stepping into financial stability, all right? And you're going to keep moving. You're moving forward, all right? You got expansion happening in your life. You could be an earth sign or just someone embodying this earth sign energy. And I feel like there was a strong ruling where, it causes like balance, all right? It's somebody here who has been talking a lot. This is someone who's been talking, trying to figure out what to do. They're working amongst a group of people. These people, they're delusional. They're like trying to manifest certain things, but the issue is things are being rejected. They're not working out the way that someone may want it to. Okay, and so when the throne is in the reverse, it's because someone has fallen from grace. Okay, someone's not doing well. Okay, so there's someone who's losing their position, losing control, sitting on so fall from grace. Someone has fallen from grace. Okay, so let's see. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more about this the throne. Tell me more about the throne. All right. So throughout the negativity and control, like there has to be balance. Balance is stronger than someone else's control. Okay. And it's saying that there is a cycle that's over where someone could feel as if they've lost. They've not won nothing out of whatever they were committed to. Clarify the throne reverse. Yeah, things are backfiring. Things are backfiring. Someone's hard work ain't even paying off no more. Someone don't even know what to do and they're mentally disturbed. This is a person who's impulsive, angry, very violent possibly. Tell me more about the throne reverse. Yeah, so it's someone who's very, very who's feeling restricted, feeling stuck. They're trying to still stay confident, but honestly, they're feeling mad, defeated, and guarded. This is a person who's not doing too well because There is a cycle that's over, collective. Tell me more about the throne. Tell me more about the throne. So I'm also seeing here that someone has realized that, they are blocked off. Like they feel stuck when it comes to a relationship. They feel stuck. Three of swords reversed. Clarify more about the throne. Yeah, so when it comes to this seven of swords and the queen of pentacles, this could be a woman or anybody who's working amongst a fire sign man. Their lies. There are a lot of lies and like strategic behavior that these people are working on that are going to backfire. Okay, so this earth sign, it could be two earth signs, or it could be one earth sign and a fire sign who are not doing too well emotionally, and it's dealing with things that they took in from the past. Okay, so offers that these people took from the past is causing these people to lose a whole lot. Okay, and so I'm seeing here that these are people who are still trying to be in this energy where they're trying to say, well, I'm still a bad being full of life, or this could be you, a bad being full of life who is, thinking very clearly about what you need to do. You have your thoughts plan out, and I feel like you've been resting, you've been recovering, and you got options in your life, and it's talking about you gaining your independence and you moving forward. So with the wheel of fortune is opportunity here for you, collective. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be fighting for yourself. You're still standing 10 toes down for yourself, and you're in the seven of wands energy where you are protecting your energy. Okay, so when it comes to other people who try to play you or like talk recklessly about you, whatever the case is, I don't see that holding any weight when it comes to you, collective. I see that you're standing 10 toes down for yourself, baby, and you're continuing to move forward. Ain't nothing nobody could do to make you fall off of your territory, of your throne, collective. At this point, you're standing on your throne and you telling people to get the off, get the fuck on. Like, you better back the hell up. Back the hell up. Don't hit me. Because if you hit me, bitch, it's going to be some problems, ho. It's going to be some problems, ho. Okay? So you're in this phase where you're like, don't play with my emotions. Don't play with my emotions. All right? Because I'm ready to F some shit up. And people, they don't like that. Tell me more, ancestors. Yeah, it's giving me that people. We got the six of swords, so you're moving right along. Six of cups. Um, you're moving right along while others are receiving difficult lessons. Okay, other people are receiving difficult lessons for playing in your face, collective. People who thought that it was a joke, thought you was weak, thought you would stand down. These are people realizing that it's not a joke messing with you, especially because you got God on your side. Okay, so six of cups is saying that you could be healing some things that happened in your past, healing things that have happened in your past, certain situations in your life. You could be moving. Let's see, tell me more. Yeah, so it's giving me that there's endings happening. Okay, so certain endings is maybe even a judgment call that was made, or this could be someone who thought that they had control, a community, an organization that definitely has to move on. Tell me more. Clarify this. Hierophant. Yeah, so hierophant is, clarified with the temperance and the hangman, is someone realizing that whatever you were going through, they're getting clarity that things were actually good with you. Someone maybe thought or tried to maybe paint you out in a bad light, made you look or tried to make you look away. Tell me more. Tell me more. What they're realizing is whatever lies or manipulation or scandalous type of whatever these people were up to, collective. I'm seeing here that none of it worked. Okay, it all backfired. The plans, people are realizing this. People are realizing that there is. Can y'all hear me? Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Um. So what I'm seeing here is okay. Thank you. So what I'm seeing here is like there were whatever lies that were told on you by a community of people. There are people realizing that people lied on you. Okay, there are a lot of people lying on you, and there's balance that's happening. Okay, because people are learning. They're realizing that whatever lies were told, they things were not true. What they said, people were just lying, child, lying on you. Okay, could be an earth sign lying on you. This person is let's see. Tell me about this person. Yeah, so this could have been a person with a lot of money. Tell me more about this. And this fire sign who was abusing his power. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, this person, they only did it to please themselves. They're trying to their goal was to try to balance out their life or make things, look good in their life. This is a person that wanted to, someone's wanted to play or switch lives with you, collective. Someone wants to like make you feel or make you look like them. They're wanting to change your reality. This is a person that wanted to give you their cards, the cards that they were dealt in their life. Okay, but I see that you've gotten out of it. This is a person that could not stand a chance. Someone's unstable in their emotions. Okay, they're losing so much control, and they're trying to balance things out in their life, but someone's losing it. Tell me more about this person, ancestors. Yeah, so this is the person that's in their head. They're going through so many emotions. They're trying to figure out what to choose, what to do. Someone's trying to figure out what path to be on, where to go, how to go about things. Someone don't know what to do, okay? And so it's causing someone to feel very insecure. This is a person who hold on, let me make sure that came out right. Tell me about this Empress reverse. So there could be a mother. So this King of Swords, there's people that are very hurt because they're not as strong as you, collective. As much as people want to put on an act to make it seem as if they got it all together, honestly, these people really know they're under judgment. These are people who have fallen from grace and who want to reconnect with you, want to be in your energy. The issue is these are people who don't really have the confidence to do so. So there is a lot of communication that could be had at this time, where someone could even be expressing their pain. Someone is like, man, I'm hurt about this. They're seeing clearly now. They're realizing how insecure they were, and they could be they're going through a lot of pain. It's just like God is really on a lot of your ops, collective. People who are playing in your face, trying to control or do trying to manipulate or redirect your path. The thing is, these are people who are emotional. They don't know what to do. These are they don't know how to control their emotions. What they wanted for you is how they're feeling. The lies, the continued sneaky behavior. The Tower with the Queen of Pentacles is a earth sign woman, or this could be a Scorpio who could be going through huge changes in their life. Someone's realizing like, oh my God, like what did I do? This is a person who was a part of a lie. What's going on with this person? Why are they so shocked? They're shocked because all the effort that they put in, they're now feeling like they're stuck in something. Okay, someone feels like they betrayed themselves. They can't believe what they gotten into. Tell me more. Yeah, someone don't know what to do. They know their only option right now is for them to heal. So this is a person who could be trying to get through some rough times right now, and they're trying to gain new opportunities. But honestly, the people that they're working with they don't really have a plan. They don't have options right now. Everything that they're led into is leading them to nothing. And it could also be finances. It could be financial a difficulty in finances. Their finances could be doing their finances cannot be all that great. Okay, so these are people who could be losing a lot because of what they did to you, collective. Be careful how you treat people. You just might get it back. Tell me more. What's going on with these people? Yeah, so um there's too many. Someone has to accept the fact that they failed. They're in denial. They feeling depleted. These people are tired. What's going on with these people, ancestors? Please, thank you. Most High. Yeah, so it's giving me abundance, okay? It's talking about money. Someone's ashamed of how they. So, okay, so also what I'm seeing here is there could be opportunities for you to, let's see. So you're going to be having a new beginning, collective. There, be grateful. There's new chances, new opportunities for you, collective, where you're going to be having a new beginning. You're going to be filled with a lot of opportunities here, and there are people who feel so down because it is. Maybe these are people who didn't want to see you do well, and so I feel like people are maybe losing a lot because of what you're going to be gaining. Okay, so people have fallen from grace, have lost a lot, were on the wrong team. This is why it's so important to make sure you're on the right team, because people who play against you, collective, they don't win. They really don't. You cannot win if you're not right within. It may be like a temporary gain, a temporary, something can happen temporarily, but it doesn't last long. Anything off of deceit does not last long. So this is why you got to be careful of your choices. So clarify more about this the throne in reverse. mm, yeah, so it's someone who wanted to look as if they were recognized. Someone wanted to be recognized. Someone wanted things to fall into their favor. They wanted things to go their way, but it ended up in a huge disaster. Someone's not getting what they want. Okay, and so with the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Wands are either a lot of people who could be angry about this. Things are not working out in their favor, and it's because they're being rejected. With the 8 of Swords, is people feeling stuck. So these are a lot of arguments going on. People are arguing, child. People are arguing. They're like feeling there's a lot of tension in relationships where they're trying to make a relationship work. They're trying to bring spark back into the relationship, but no one's agreeing. um yeah, they're trying to still, it's giving me that people are still trying to like form connections, but the issue is the connections that they're trying to form, they're not they're not as strong as they're not as strong as they would like them to be. They're still trying to control these connections, but it's a lot of tension in them. People really want to do their own thing. So tell me more. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Yeah, definitely. People want to do their own thing. They're like, I don't really. Okay, so we got 10 of Pentacles. Clarify this, ancestors. So it's giving me that a lot of you could be walking away because you're going to be stepping into financial stability. That's true. And there are people who don't want that to happen for you. Tell me more. Yeah, so this is a group of a community of people who see balance for you. Yeah, they trying to figure out when it's gonna happen. Some people want to run in and communicate with you before all this happens. Okay, so it's giving me that you could be reuniting. Someone's stressing. It could be who is this? Someone from the past. Clarify this page of cups. Someone's in their head a lot. The moon. So you're gonna be cutting clear through things that you may not be able to see clearly. The devil card is showing me that there could be a lot of toxic um attachment that you're going to be getting justice from. Like, people are trying to bind themselves to you, but the issue is you're going to get justice because you're forcing yourself out of difficult situations. So whatever someone thought that you were hemmed up in, someone could have tried to lock you down or make you, stay stagnant. What I'm seeing here is like you're moving forward, even though someone may wanted you to like bind themselves to you. Someone's really, really trying to do that, but there is justice. Someone can't do that no more. So tell me more. And this is what they're so heartbroken about. They can't like bind you or tie themselves to you. So this is a queen of pentacles, someone who's trying to act as if they're okay about this, but deep down they're not doing too well. Okay, they're feeling uncomfortable, feeling stuck. Tell me more about this. Yeah, so I feel like there is some plans that could be canceled. Tell me more. Yeah, so when it comes to someone is not doing too well being sneaky. The way someone's performing at this time is showing me that this person, they're trying to what they trying to do? They're sad because of what they did to you. Someone's done so much. They mad because of what they've either gotten into or what they did. Clarify this Eight of Wands. Yeah, they're closing out a cycle. They want to close out a cycle with a water sign and a fire sign or a Virgo. We got Judgment. These are a group of people that they want to end this relationship with. They don't like these people. So you could be stepping into financial stability. Tell me more, ancestors. Tell me more, ancestors. Clarify the throne. You know what? Let me use this deck. Okay, ancestors. Tell me about the throne, please. Clarify the throne. So yeah, these are people that want to apologize to you. Tell me more. But they're in their pride. They know they should apologize to you for what they did because they're either learning lessons or having to. These are people who could be sitting on it by themselves alone, thinking about the things that they did to you. They're feeling stuck in their energy and they're like feeling guilty for what they did. These are people who you're not coming to their aid, okay? But they care about you. These are people who claim they care. Clarify the throne. Why is the throne here? Yeah, so these are people who've been picking on you a lot, okay? people who claim to love you, claim to want to rock with you, people who but honestly deep down have an issue with you. So with the bully, clarify bully ancestors. Clarify bully. Clarify bully. Yeah, this is someone who's heartbroken. Tell me more. It's a king of swords. It's an air sign man. So this person is a bully. This old ass air sign man who's tell me more about this person. This person's been doing spell work on you and trying to control what? The issue is it's not working. Someone's shocked because things are not working. It's causing them to be left out in the cold. Okay? So this air sign man, he ain't doing too well emotionally. You know, this is a person who's continuing to be sneaky, continuing to move very recklessly and sneaky, you know, and they're messing with a mother, trying to keep a cycle open, still trying to come for a mother, still playing games. Okay, this is a person that don't know when to stop. They don't know when to stop. Tell me more. They still trying to hold on to control, you know, but the issue is every time they do it, it always backfires. It the thing is, as much as this person may want to control you, control certain situations in your life, they're realizing that they don't have that much control as they may come off. They may come off think, you know, acting as if they have certain control. This person don't. The issue is everything must fall into alignment. And as much as this person may try to keep something open, continue they're trying to keep cycles open. There has to be balance. So with the Lovers card, it's representing as choices. Someone don't they can't do it's giving me that there is nothing else to do. Someone tried everything. All right. So with the four of swords and the six of wands, is someone so stressed about you winning, you gaining victory. This is what someone can't believe. You know, someone's overthinking constantly, jealous. You know, this is a person who is struggling mentally with their thoughts. Someone who could be possessed by a deity, you know, it's that bad. Someone trying to push themselves through something very difficult where it's giving me that something bigger than them is controlling them. You know, someone knows that they have to be forced to walk away. They know they have to, they know they are forced to walk away. You know, this is a person who wants to still try to push through with toxicity. Tell me more about this person. Yeah, but the issue is you bring the truth every time. You shut shit down every time, collective. You know, which is causing balance. You know, and this is what someone don't know how to deal with. It causes someone to have to really think deeply as well, and it causes someone to. They're like trying to figure out their options. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so this fire sign, he's heartbroken, trying to act like he's not. This person deep down, they're going through a lot internally and they're not really expressing their emotions. They're trying to act like they don't care, but deep down they do. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, so this person could be connected to a fire sign woman. Tell me more. Tell me more about this. Or this could be you, collective, who's like very confident, very educated. You know, you are someone who's going to fight for what you want. You know, you're coming off as someone who's very inspirational as well, very admired, and someone who learns a lot. You learned a lot of lessons and you're getting through it. So with the karma, what I'm seeing here is whatever was sent out to you is going back. It's all backfiring, collective. People can't play with you like they want, you know, and it's because you're highly protected. So it's dealing with lessons that you learned, collective. Okay, so clarify this So what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Swords is someone really feeling really hurt. They're feeling really hurt. So it says, hurt people, hurt people. Wait. Hurt people, and hurt witches, hurt witches, hurt witches. So this is a witch trying to tried to cause pain to you, and is realizing that pain that they took out on you, it went back to them. So this is a person that has nothing left to do but to walk away. That's what they learned. They learning that their actions did not pay off. They don't want to. So what the Four of Cups is, it says, try not to be picky. So clarify this. So we got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is someone someone being very picky about who they give to. Okay, so you're being very picky about who you give to, collective. And with that, it's also dealing with past people. So you're making choices. You're making a choice. And the way you're making choices is you're speaking up for yourself. You're doing things your way. Okay? So there could be choices that you could be making, and you're fully in control of this. You're very smart in how you make these choices, collective. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, collective. Okay, so I'm seeing here that you are very inspired, and you're continuing to move right along, collective, because you are in your power. And as much as people may want to throw you off balance, I see you continuing to move on. Move on, okay? You're very inspired, and you are energetically in alignment. I see you coming off as radiant, very powerful at this time. You are on your pedestal, collective, which you should be. And some people may be intimidated by that, but that's not your issue. What I've realized is that people, they project onto you what really is going on in their lives, really how they are. These are people who want you to look bad, okay? The issue is when you stand in your truth and when you speak your truth, you can't be what someone else wants you to be. As much as someone may want you to look like a user, want you to look like a loser, want you to be a deadbeat mom or a dad, people, they really know what you do. They know about you, a collective. People can't lie on you like they won't. You know what I'm saying? So it's giving me that someone wants to paint you out as a deadbeat, but what they're realizing is that you are far from a deadbeat. You are a good mother, a good father, and you gonna always be that. And no one's gonna ever throw you off your throne. So with the karma being returned to the Queen of Pentacles, is I see this earth sign woman going through a lot of karma. All right, so tell me more, ancestors. Yeah, she's in this devil energy, someone who's very obsessed with control. Tell me more. Definitely thinking real toxic. This is someone who's very toxic in their thought pattern. Could be a fire sign man, or this could be a Capricorn. It could be a Pisces, someone who's losing all control. They don't know what to do anymore. Someone's trying to figure out how to stay balanced, but it's not working. All right. And it's because balance has to happen. It's because there is alignment that has to happen. And even though someone could be struggling with that, they know they got to do the right thing. This is a person who maybe they're working with a King of Pentacles. Clarify this King of Pentacles, ancestors. So King of Pentacles could be losing a lot. Okay. They could be losing a lot. They could be under judgment because of what they lied. They're under judgment for lying. Okay, they lied, and what happened is it did not work out for them. It did not work out. So I'm seeing here that they're looking in the past on how easy things used to be, how how much better things were, and how much more in charge they were when it came to their life. They're looking at their choices. They're looking at everything that they They looking at everything they did and they're realizing, man, back then I was a little more healed than I am now. Like, what happened? So this is a person that feels stuck in the position that they are in, and they don't know how to leave something alone. This person is just like, they're still holding on to anger. Anger, frustration, tension from things that they thought they could control. Someone's realizing that they can't control shit. So these are people who are losing a lot, collective, and it's because of their sneaky, conniving ways. Someone continues to be sneaky and act as if and wants to act as if they're not a part of it. So someone who could be playing a lot of mind games, or just being mischievous, with the magician card, is someone who's trying to um still control things. They're emotionally manipulative, acting as if they're giving when they're not. There are people who want to keep you in your head, collective, as well. People want to play games with your mind. So what I realized is, like, there was a fake ass accident that I saw today on Beach Daily. It was a car that was flipped to the side, right? Neatly flipped to the side. I've never seen a car that was so neatly flipped to the side. Airbags are like out of the window. But you could just tell it was all set up. Okay. So with that said, these are people who want to play mind games with you. So it's giving me, how if you see something, if something becomes, people do things in numbers. People do things in numbers. When it comes to your mind, someone will say something over and over and over again until it gets in your mind and you start overly obsessing about it, where it could cause you to feel like you in fear. Either it could be a good illusion, or it could be a bad illusion. So when it comes to, like, people wanting to put fear in your heart, fear in your mind, where someone wants to show you what could possibly happen, these are people who continuously, repetitiously do this to you. So it's given that there could be a lot of baneful magic at this time, collective. You could be very sleepy because there are people who are doing a lot of magic on you, a lot of magic. But there is spiritual warfare that is happening, where your ancestors are fighting for you in the spiritual realm. So you are protected. If you are in alignment with God, God will always protect you. You're good, collective. I want you to continue to stay uplifted, continue to focus on your goals, and push through everything that you are doing, because these are people who want to instill fear in your heart, fear in your mind. What if this happens? What if that happens? But if you have but you keep asking God for peace that passes all understanding, you're going to be good. Okay. So what I do is, how I think of it, or my experiences with people trying to put me in fear. I realize that people just want to put me in fear. Okay. Magic only works if you allow it. Okay, so if you allow it, if you open yourself up to it, it could easily happen to you. But if you reject it and say, this does not belong to me, this is not my energy, and this is not what I um open myself up to energetically, then you can refuse what others project onto you, because there is fear that people want to project onto a lot of the collective. Your goal is to always stay balanced emotionally, knowing that if God be for you, who could be against you? Realizing that people, they want to see you fall so bad. When people want to see you fall, you go even harder, collective, because people are people. Okay? People are people. These are people who wake up every day just like you on this earth, just wanting to make a dime each and every day. But these are people who will do horrible things for money. Horrible things for money. People who have done horrible things for money, and they're realizing that their efforts that they used to do, the things that they used to do, are not paying off, which is why they have to come for the collective so hard. Because now that we are in the age of Aquarius, there are a lot of people that are waking up, collective. Things are not the same anymore. Someone has to upgrade their whole system. They got to get with the program, baby. Okay? We're no longer who they thought we were. And we never were those people. It just, we were blind at one point, okay? But we once were blind and now we see. Amazing grace. I want you to stand 10 toes down for yourself, collective. Never let a hating asshole who wants your position, your life, try to come for you. Okay? I want you to stand up for yourself, collective, and fight for yourself. There is no worries. Akuna Matata. I want you to look at the false accidents, whatever they got going on, collective, and realize that the people who are conjuring up so much magic to put you in difficult situations, realize that that magic eventually has to go back to the person who sent it out. Because the thing is, if you're not receiving it, if you're rejecting it, if you're not opening yourself up to it, then who will get it back? Who gets it back? Because we're not accepting it, right? Oh, thank you so much, love. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out who that was. Thank you. I don't know who that was. I really appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. So, what I'm telling you guys is to make sure you stand 10 toes down for yourself. Because what they do, it only goes back to them. This is why they're off their throne. This is why the throne came out in reverse. Okay? I know my readings are accurate. People want to play in your energy so bad, collective, but they will not win. These people will not win. If anything, if they're wanting you to fall, if they're wanting you to be hurt and put in difficult situations, trust and believe me that they're worried about them being in it, because there's always going to be justice, collective. And it's because you exude confidence. You know who you are. You don't need validation from others, collective. You lean on God's understanding, not other people, okay? So continue to um work on yourself and work on your mind, learning how to balance your mind and your emotions, because that's another thing. These people have mastered spell work so to the point where they know that if they send certain energy out, if you accept that energy and you create some sort of fear with the energy, that they could utilize your energy, they can pull your energy for their strength. This is why people play on your emotions like that, want to mess with your mind so bad. But when people realize that, you know, I'm not accepting that. You see, with the four, look at this, 4 of Cups. They're like, no, I don't want that. That's not what I'm creating. I don't create fear. I don't believe in fear. I give God all my fear. I give God all my bags, all my baggage, my worries, everything that I, don't want, everything that causes confusion, I give it to God. I allow God to take care of what I no longer can handle, because I know that God knows what's best for me. So with that said, oh, thank you, Goddess. Thank you. So when you know that God can fight your battles, you reject what the offer is. We're not taking everybody's offer. Okay? The answer is no. These people ain't getting shit. So they're trying to figure out, well, what can we do? How can we go about giving or pulling the collective's energy to make them feel fear, to make them feel scared? What can we do? They don't know what to do anymore. These people ran out of options, okay? Because the thing is, you have to accept it. If you don't accept it, they can't create it. Okay? You can't give somebody something that they don't want. They're mad. Someone knows that they need to walk away. Walk away. Go away. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not about to sit here taking nothing from the collective. There is always protection for you, collective. Your ancestors are balancing things out in your life. So with the with the throne in reverse, is people who are kicked out of your reality. People who wanted to create your reality, wanted to create your pain, wanted to create your issues for you, have created them for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They work so hard to cause you to fall off of your pedestal, cause you to fall off of your throne. But what they're realizing is they fell off of theirs. These are people that don't stand a chance against you, collective, and it's because you're not going to give them your mind. We don't play with that. We do not play with our mind. We do not allow people in here playing with our emotions. No one's doing that to us no more. The answer is no. You do not have the capabilities to master, manipulate your way into the collective's mindset. This is all we have, collective. Their tools, their gadgets. These people, they can watch you, they can monitor you, they can follow you, they can do whatever they want. But when it comes to your mind, 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 it's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. These people, they wanna play games with your mind, but you like mine. Period. Cause baby, ain't nobody about to be playing games with the collective. You not about to you not about to play in our face and think that you're about to control our lives, our mind, and you can just do whatever you want to do. This is our life, our mind. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough that you got access to our you could be in the phone, you can control what's in the phone, you could control what you see when it comes to the collective, but you're not controlling nothing else. These people, they kicked off of the pedestal. You done kicked them off. They got to figure out how to get back on their pedestal. Because you're not letting these people in. Collective, look at you. You like, no, I'm doing me. This is my shit. That's my prerogative. They say I'm crazy. Hey, I really don't care. That's my prerogative. Haha. Yeah, these people, they so mad, collective, because you're being selfish when it comes to yourself. And it's not that you're trying to be mean, collective, but when people want to control you, it's a problem. You're following certain rules, and there are people who want to control those rules when it comes to your mind. The mind is a very powerful thing, collective, a powerful thing to waste. And if you allow people in here, they can do whatever they want with this here, your flesh. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for you to make sure that people are not playing on your mind. It's shocking to people. They're like, damn, like we can't get in the collective's mind. That's what's making these people fall off their pedestal, collective. They're falling from grace, okay? So it's levels to this. There's levels to spirituality, and there's levels to having a real divine connection with God, okay? So when you learn that your mind is a very valuable asset, then you understand that you have to make sure that you are controlling that at all costs. Never allowing other people to get in here. Because when people get in here, that's when they can take advantage of here in your heart. Okay. So what we're doing is giving people a run for their fucking money. You're no longer allowed to be in the collective's mind no more, okay? It's mine. My mind is mine. This is my mind. You cannot have my mind, you evil, wicked bitch. You can't have my mind, ho. Because the thing is, you were playing on the collective anyway with our mind. Okay, your mind is what people want to use to create their reality with. You know what I'm saying? This is how so many businesses have become successful, and it's because they use your mind to manipulate. Okay, well, we're gonna give collective this much, We're going to make the collective do this much in order to, keep working here, because we can never pay the collective that much. If we overpay them, then they're always having to work. They're going to always have to, you know, come back to make more. This is what they've been doing for years, collective. But a lot of you have woken up and said, you know what, let me create my own business. You use your mind and say, you know what, let me get my own, because they're using your mind for your creativity. They were giving you tasks to do this and do that. And I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with work or whatever, but just make sure that there's balance in that. Because it has to be fair, collective. Make sure that people are not controlling you in a way to where you're being pulled in different directions. So it's giving me, it's the vibe of, yeah, they mad because they cannot use your mind for their creativity. Your mind was a very powerful thing to a lot of your enemies, collective. These people were getting over a lot with you. Your mind meant everything to them. If they could control your mind, they could control everything else, baby. This is how it all begins, in the mind. If people can get in your mind, they can get in them underwear. People be making bets on you, baby. I bet you I could sleep with the collective. I bet you I can get them panties. I bet you I can get them whatever. I bet you I can give them this much money. But where does it stem from, collective? The mind. The mind. If they can put you in fear, if they can put you in lack, if they can make you feel like you ain't shit, make you feel like you have to lean on them, all of these things, collective, I'm telling you, these people, they're hateful. They're hateful, okay? And they will do anything for a come up, all right? So with that said, these are people who are realizing that they can't do it the same way anymore. The lies, the schemes, the plots, the plans, these people are realizing that this ain't that no more. That cycle is over. That cycle is over. They can't play with you no more like that. All right? So this is why y'all got to share the live, so that people can wake up now. People got to realize that, this ain't that. That's the secret. That's the secret. This is what they've been doing all along, collective. All right. So when people can get in your mind, they can control a lot of things. Okay. They can control a lot of things. So let's see. Clarify more. So yes, they wanna so this is a fire sign woman who's been doing magic, but she's perplexed. She finds it to be very difficult, because with the devil card here, it's saying that there is a detachment here. See, the thing is, you cannot do magic without a you need something. Okay, so when you create, right? A lot of people let's just say I'm gonna use an example. So usually some people, they really feel like, well, if I use a candle, I can manifest this. I need a candle, I need a lighter, I need some paper, a pen, I need some oils, I need some herbs, whatever the case is, right? But if this, and this is just for those who use that to create, or let's just say this, you want to make a cake, but you ain't got the basic ingredients. You don't have the base, like the milk. You don't have the sugar, the eggs. You don't have this. You don't have that. So if you don't have the the full ingredients to make your cake, if you don't have the full ingredients to make the cake, then baby, what we's gonna do, Cletus? What we gonna do, Cletus? Because we don't have all the ingredients. See, the problem is, The problem is collective. They need you. You don't need them. They need you. They need your mind. If they had your mind, then they can take advantage of you. But they don't have your mind. So if they don't have your mind, what they gonna use? They can't use shit. Cause you ain't coming for the collective. You ain't gonna play games with the collective. Period. These people, they don't have your mind. They don't have your time. They can't play with you. So, baby, they ain't got the dime. They can't play with you because you've detached. They ain't got no plans. They worrying about it. They think and they plotting, but they can't manifest because they cut off and you detached. They can't play with you. They're up here trying to think, trying to work with their people, trying to plot and plan, but the plan ain't working. It's falling down. They losing it. They worried. They can't do it no more. The lies and the schemes ain't working. Ha ha. They can't do it no more. They mad. They jealous. They hating. They mad. They jealous. They hating. And baby. Someone asked the question, why am I so real? They really don't understand me. They really don't. About my brother trying hard to make it right. They go. Before I win this fight, sing. Everybody's talking all that stuff about me. Why they just let me live? Tell me why. Hey, collective, I'm telling you. My own decisions. We gonna make our own decisions. It's our prerogative. Prerogative. Come on. You can do it. It's the way we want to live. We can do what we feel, right? It's our mind. No one can tell us what to do with our mind, collective. Don't let them control your mind. Because what we doing it for the collective. I really not so. Ego trips ain't my thing. All these strange relationships, they really get me down. This song goes exactly with what we're talking about, collective. We ain't got time for these strange relationships, these people pulling on our energy, trying to tell us what to do with their minions. These minions, they don't even know what they're doing. You know, they're waiting on it to work. They're like, Master, is it working yet? Master, is it working? Is it gonna fall? Is it gonna fall? Is they gonna what happened, Massa? What's happening, Massa? I got the bills to pay, Massa. And the money you giving me, Massa, ain't enough, Massa. What we gonna do, Massa? Like these people have to answer to their masters because they done got their mind. But baby, not the collective. We ain't spreading ourselves around them. Because baby, I'm telling you, these people they want your mind, baby. If they had your mind, then they can do the time. But baby, we ain't giving these people our mind. Look at how sad they are. They're like, we can't have the collective's mind. No, you can't, ho. You better go find your own mind, ho, and find your way out. Find your way out, ho, because you're not gonna have the collective's mind. It's over for you, ho. And they still trying to be sneaky collective. These people, they hating so hard. They hate so hard. They like, we gotta figure it out, collective. We gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out. They're so in their evil. They're trying to push through. They're so in their ego. They're trying to push through. They're like, you know what? We gotta push through. We gotta make it work. We gotta make it work. Come on, come on. Let's figure it out. You know, these people from the past, they're mad. They're like, what to do? What to do, master? What to do? They so mad. They like, you know what, master? She has a point, master. They're uncomfortable. They like, you know what? I don't know if the money was worth it, master. They know it's gonna be justice collective. These people know, okay? That's the problem. People thought they could play with your mind, but if they don't have all the ingredients, which is you, then it's over. It's over. Okay? So people who thought that they, you know, could play with you, collective, they're realizing that this ain't that whole. This ain't that hole. You better go find a weak hole because it ain't gonna be us. Okay. So yeah, these people, they know the answer. You know, they can't play with you like that, collective. So these are people who've fallen off their throne, you know, and I see that you've gotten your strength through knowledge, okay? And you're very protective of your energy. You're rising up, collective, and you found the damn code, collective. Ain't nobody playing with your mind. No one's playing with your mind, and it's because you are fully in control of yourself. And this is so heartbreaking to a lot of these people. They're so sad, collective. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, Cletus. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you, my love. Yeah, these people, they like, our secret has been exposed. We've been exposed. They found out that it was the mind all the time. You know, we were playing with the collective the whole time. Collective, these people, they are so like they're still trying to hold on though, you know. But a lot of them, they're just, you know, as much as they trying to hold on, they know that they're holding on to absolutely nothing. It's invisible air that they're holding on to. You know, it's like, okay, at this point, you know, you just need to let it go, boo. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, love. Yeah, these people, like, you know, go away. You know, just, you know, for real though. Like, you've been found out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we done found the ventriloquist. The ventriloquist who was hiding behind that big head, that big old head. And we found that was a little bitty old man driving a Rams truck with dreadlocks. This is the little bitty old man we found. You know, this person, they're so mad and jealous. They're looking at you like, oh my goodness, this person knows too much. Oh my God, they done found out it was me. They found out that the big voice that was behind the big ass head on the whiz is a little short man. A little bitty, teeny witty, short man. This is the man who be in the Ram truck with his legs swinging, trying to get out the car, trying to get out the truck. He be sliding down, swinging his legs. You know what I'm saying? This is that man. Heartbroken. And the thing is, no one cares about your broken heart because of how many hearts you broke. How many hearts you broke. You know, you've literally fallen from grace trying to bring people down that were literally divinely connected to the Most High. You thought that you could just come in someone's life and just say, you know what, I'm taking what's mine. You ain't taking shit. Like, get your ass on with your itty bitty ass and go heal. Find you a therapist. And I mean a healed therapist, because some of these therapists collective, they done signed the contract too, child. These are therapists that's working with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? No integrity, no nothing. So, you know, just be careful about who you going to talk to, because everybody ain't got your best interest. Most of these people, child. Oh, thank you, Shunda. Shunda. Most of these people, they are connected to these secret societies, and they have to do the shit to you, collective. I mean, it be old people, you know. It's like, dang, like old people that be barely able to walk, but you know, these older people, they just need money, you know what I'm saying? So the issue is, collective, balance has to be restored. No matter what someone wants, collective, there has to be balance. No matter what the enemy may want for you, collective, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Okay? And so the enemy is really feeling defeated at this time because they do feel exposed, and all they're thinking about is how whatever they thought they could do to you is over. You know, and much, you know, they're going to try to play in your face, collective, but I want you to stand 10 toes down for yourself, baby. Trying to put you in fear. My thing is, baby, you're not going to have the collective's mind. We say no. We say no. All right. So I want you to stay 10 toes down for yourself, collective. This emperor man, he's shocked. He's shocked. He shooketh. Okay. And it's because, you whatever this person thought he was trying to give, he wasn't giving shit but pain and defeat. You know what I'm saying? It's one who's only giving himself, whatever goes around comes around, collective. And so I feel like you were alone working on yourself for so long that you gained your strength. You knew that your mind was very important for you to like control. Instead of other people controlling your mind, you knew that the sauce was in you taking charge of your life and knowing that you had to be resilient and taking control of your life, of your mind, collective. This is what people want, your mind. So, with that said, there is an ending to that, because the truth is exposed. Someone has to be okay with knowing that whatever they wanted, this ain't that, boo. This ain't that. Now, will you think about it? Yeah, it will come, but it doesn't overtake you. Will it put you in fear to the point where you're like, oh my God? No, it's not gonna make you feel fear, because even though, these people, they continuously try to put me in fear. What I realize is the mind is very powerful, and if you allow for others to try to pull you into an emotion that doesn't even serve you, collective, then that causes you to basically go in the way of where they want you to go. So it's your job to fight for your position when it comes to your mind. All right, this is your life that people be playing with every day. People play on your emotions every day, collective. And your job is to make sure that you're standing 10 toes down for your mind. So now, when it comes to the food being spoiled, well, not food being spoiled, but they're contaminating the food. They're, playing or games like, oh, it's sperm in your food. It's, we're like playing with your food now. It's people getting that mad now, collective. When they get that evil. Now, mind you, it already was happening anyway. It already was happening anyway. But for people to like tell you, like, yeah, this is what's happening to you, that people are very angry with you, because they're like, I can't get my way with the collective. So we gotta F the collective up some way, somehow. So how we play with the collective is by playing with your emotions. So these are people who are very, very, very hateful, collective. Very, very hateful. So they're nasty, they're hateful, and they will do just about anything to make you feel away. And so what I've learned is, like, people who want to make you feel away, they don't care about themselves. They don't care about themselves, because what I realize, like, if you would risk other people's health just so you could hurt the collective, then that means you don't care about yourself. Because even when other people who don't have their mind, who think it's funny, like, the collective, something happening to them, da da da, these are the very people who are going through the same issues as well. Because let's just say you go to the grocery store and they did something to your food. Well, the food that you picking out is still touching other food. So the issue is, these people are still, there's still contamination going on. If someone would do this to the collective's food, don't you think that they would do it to you too? So while you think it's funny, like, you should be advocating. You know what I'm saying? You should be advocating for people like ourselves, but instead you're jumping on the bandwagon. And any day, boo, it could be you. It could be you. So it's giving, there are people who want to look like they're right. People who want to look like, yeah, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm not a part of it. But deep down, you are. You are. You know that everything that you do to the collective is going back to you, is what you did to yourself. Everything that you did to the collective, you already did to yourself. So as much as you want to play with somebody, baby, it's always going back to you. Okay? So while you think, oh well, it ain't happening to me, it is. It is. You know what I'm saying? People be so weak. But collective, that's not your job. You know what I'm saying? It's not your job to um worry about that. Okay. Now, what I will tell you is if it's happening, you report each and every one of these restaurants, you report the companies who sell the items. But you don't let that overtake you, because the only thing that they're trying to do is put you in fear. It's to play with your emotions, play with your mind. Okay. So, with that said, I want you to not care. I want you to not care. I want you to continue to enjoy your life, continue to do what's right, continue to work on yourself, and allow the enemy to just pull themselves down and create their own downfall. Because everything that these people do to you, collective, they already did to themselves. This is why they need your mind so bad, collective. The very people who want to do the car accidents and stuff, like for me, I would be so scared to just be like, yeah, I got into a car accident today. I reject that, I rebuke that. But people who lie about it, or people who like stunt, or like even like set it up. People like police officers or firemen that are driving down the street faking, and all these people that are involved and invested in this. These are the very people who are putting so much of their energy in something that could possibly end up being them. You know what I'm saying? The same pain that someone wants for you, collective, it could very well be the very person who's trying to put you into this. This is why I'm scared to play like that. Like, people out here, they don't care no more. People out here, they don't care about their life no more. They're literally losing it. It's just like, people nowadays, they will do anything for clout, anything for a friend, anything for money, anything for anything, collective. These people, they don't care about their lives. Okay, they don't care about shit. So with that said, let them let them do what they do, collective. And while they're doing what they do, you continue working on yourself. Okay, because there are people who act as if they're okay, but deep down they're struggling, collective. So with that, with the throne in the reversal, baby, these are people who are really disappointed in how things are coming out. Things are coming out. Like, your confidence exudes everything, collective. Everything. All right. So, we don't care. We don't care about what these people do. It be old people, old women, old men who are such liars. These are people who will do anything for clout, collective. It's so bad. Okay? It's shocking. Because even the knowledge that these people have, they're fully aware of what they're doing, and they're fully aware that you're not standing down. You're not giving up. You're always going to ride for yourself, collective. I want you to continue to create new opportunities for yourself. Continue to move right ahead. Continue to recover. Continue to heal. Because a lot of these people, they're working for nothing. They're doing all this shit for nothing. I would hate to work so hard to bring someone down just to get nothing out of it. You got to be a fool. You got to be a fool to spend your whole life effing with somebody, and all it does, it backfires. It just makes you fall from grace. So not only have you caused yourself a disservice, but you lost so much in the midst of it. This is a man who's so jealous, collective. They're watching you. They're angry. They're in heat. This is a person. Tell me more. This person, like, you know what? They're going to act like everything is fine. They know they need to walk away. It's a fire sign, man. It could be a Capricorn or it could be a Sag. Someone knows, like they're shocked. They're like, man, you done risen above all of the everything these people have caused collective. Someone's so jealous of you. Okay. So I see that, you're moving right along, collective. Never give up. Never give up. Okay. Keep going. You got this. You're going to be presented with new opportunities, and it's going to cause a lot of your ops, people who want relationships with you, to feel left out. And honestly, they should feel left out. They know it's over because you don't go against the collective and think you about to come back in the collective's life acting as if you weren't a part of some shit or that you're still not a part of it. So the next card we have is the market. So let's find out why we got market. This is number 7. Do what I want to do. It's mine. Hey, my life. These people, they don't want you to live your life. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to date. They don't want you to be happy. Tell me why can I live my life with that all of the things that people say. Come on, y'all. I can do what I want to do. Just me and you. Hey. Shout out to Bobby Brown. We love your music. So, yeah. It's my horizon. Look, he even said it. It's my. So, yeah. All right. So we got market. Market is self-investing. So it's about investments, exchange, desires, market property, away with words, trust, self-worth, sales, merchandise, advertise, energy exchange, shop needs, payments, needs, treasures, personal efforts, getting what you want, buying and selling, personality, profit, resources, prioritizing, value, trade, and budgeting. And so I was just thinking about that. At this time we're budgeting. We got the karma. Someone's watching themselves go through karma. Someone know they about to go through a lot. But clarify, market ancestors. Tell me what's going on. Like why we got market here. Clarify market. Clarify market. All right, because things are backfiring, okay? Things are not working out, and it's because you put a lot of work in yourself. You know your worth, collective. When you know your worth, the schemes of others don't work. Tell me more. Yeah. So it's because you see clearly now. You see very clearly. You know what these people were up to, collective. And because you know what was going on, there are people who cannot play on you and your emotions anymore. These are people who thought that they could play with your mind and play with your time and your dime and your whatever. You know, these are people that are realizing, uh-oh, this ain't that. This is not that. All right. So yeah, there are people who are upset because things are not going the way they expected. All right. So clarify more about this market. It's over. You know what I'm saying? So people who thought that they could play with you, they know they can't. And they're sad. These are people who are hiding behind a mask, trying to balance their emotions out. These are people who are actually in fear because they cannot use you no more like they used to, collective. These are people who are fully aware that, it's giving me that someone's in an illusion. They're trying to figure out what to do next. They don't know what to do. Okay? Someone's still working on it. They trying to figure it out. Tell me more, ancestors. But really, you're not stuck. That's the issue. You're not stuck mentally. You see through the games, through the lies, through the deceit. Okay? So people who want to put you in fear, they're realizing that they're still trying to figure out how to control. They're in this thought pattern of like, how can I control the collective? But with the fool card is people knowing that you ain't going for certain things no more, and that's just the truth, you know. So it's you who put a lot of value on yourself, collective. You worked on yourself. Those times where people made you feel like, uh-oh, if I don't listen to master, if I don't listen to my master, then I could pretty much end up this way and that way, So people are realizing that this ain't that no more. This is what's getting people caught up in the frenzy. They're like, oh, like the collective, they don't operate the way we once could control. So this is like, I'm not listening to you. Like, they're trying to still force their way, but you're like, no, okay. And someone is so mad about this. It's a person, they don't know how to feel, because maybe your downfall is like they're working together with others. They're so emotional. Like, someone can't handle their emotions. Yeah, because of your clarity, collective, because of the clarity that is happening here, your emotional balance is happening. It's a big deal. It's causing issues for a lot of your eyes. People are feeling stressed, overburdened, because okay, that's okay. It's good. All right, so yeah, these are people. They're so mad. You know what I'm saying? They know, like, even the sneaky behavior that this earth sign is creating. She's in her head trying to tell me more. This person know they gotta walk away. They gotta walk away because they're they gotta walk away. Because even though they want to spend time in pain, like, this is a person that's literally having to lie to themselves. Someone rather lie to themselves, but deep down, they feel the way, collective. They don't know what to do. Ten of Swords energy is someone who's like, I can't believe the collective is just going, not caring. You're walking away like so free, collective. You ain't got a care in the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be. These are people who want to put you in a mental entrapment, but you are winning because of how you think. You're continuing to move on, collective. You own the goodwill. You're on the wheel of fortune, okay? Where you got so much promise for your life. And there are people who are they don't want to accept this. These are people who are still not willing to accept that you actually stood your ground in some cases, collective. It's you who have learned a lot. You who have been isolated and have really worked on yourself. This is difficult for a lot of your people to know. This someone who's of authority, they're in their mind, they're shocked, but they don't want to hold themselves accountable, or they don't want to believe what's going on. Tell me more. Yeah, so this is a person that is trying to figure out how to still gain some sort of control. Or this could be you in control. Yeah. Clarify the tower. Why the tower here? Why is the tower here? It's because someone's still trying to figure out how to create balance, or still trying to figure out how to reach out to you. All right. So there are people who want to reach out to you. They want to heal something here, a relationship, but it's a lot of arguing going on because of what you know, what you are aware of, okay? So people are arguing. There's a lot of talk going on. Communication about a relationship, you know? So it could be a fire sign woman who could be lying on you. It's a lot of lies that she's telling. She keep on lying, okay? She keep on lying, but the thing is, no one's believing her lies. No one's believing her lies. People know the truth, okay? And so, um, it's giving me that you're continuing to move forward, all right? No matter what. And some people, they're happy for you. Others, they don't feel happy. A lot of people are jealous, caught in, just struggling right now. It's a lot of hate going on. Like I'm telling you, there are people I'm telling you, if you are someone who's hateful, jealous, someone who's stuck in this left hand path, usually those are people who are not really happy because they have to do so much hate. It's like someone who has to be very low vibrational. It's balance that has to happen with that. You can't be someone on the left hand path without balance. If you are always doing magic or lying on people or hating on somebody or causing blockages for people or trying to or doing hateful magic, that got to be a miserable person, collective. It's someone who has to be miserable. Okay, so with the hermit, I mean, no, this is the witch. Let's see, clarify witch. This is number 52. You could be 52 years old. So this is utilizing the tools, witchcraft, witch doctor, protection, spell works, wizard, hoodoo, voodoo, high priestess, witchy, magic, soothsayer, occult, supernatural powers, So we pretty much get the point. So it could be a water sign trying to like do magic. This is a person that's really focused. She could be doing a lot of water magic too. She could be into like mermaids or like ocean magic or something. She could be working with Oshun. She could be doing earth magic as well. She's trying to get something to go in her favor. It's a water sign woman trying to do magic. Definitely trying to do magic. But let's see what's going on, ancestors. Yeah, she's doing magic on a mother. Tell me more. Yeah, so we got the Tower card here. What's she doing? So it's to cause it's a magic to cause someone to either feel insecure, feel definitely cause someone to tell me what this person doing. It's a group of people. Okay, so let me tell you what this person doing. The issue is this person is not as confident as they're coming off to be. And so they're shocked because of how you've evolved, okay? So this is the person who's trying to do magic, but they're insecure. They don't even have they don't have they're not in a space to do magic the way they are. I feel like it's backfiring. So it could be magic to figure out how to make things to bring you. Is it magic to either have a new beginning with you? I just see you walking away. You're too strong for this person. All right, you're too guarded. So it's a group of people working together, doing magic, but they're it's like even binding magic, but they don't know how to do it. They know that it got to close out. What are these people doing? What kind of magic they're doing? What are they doing? Mm, they are watching you a lot, but they're more so thinking about how it's a lot of conflict here when it comes to you, collective, because someone who wants to manifest you, they're not as confident as they come off to be. So this is a woman who could be insecure and shocked because of who you are. So they're thinking about the past. They are fully aware of how, oh, okay, so this is a person who used to be good at what they did in the past. Maybe they had like good skills in manifestation or something like that. Clarify this, Queen. What's going on here? Oh wait, what is this person trying to do? What is this person trying to do? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? What is this person trying to do? They're trying to manifest a friendship with you. Tell me more. But let me see. Clarify more. They want to bribe you. That they want to apologize to you. They're thinking about how things were. They're wanting to manifest how things used to be. It's someone who's shocked about who you are. Okay, so this is someone who could be even comparing themselves to you as well, and they watch you a lot. They're watching you not care. Someone wants to apologize to you. Okay, so this could be a group of people who could be communicating and watching you. Tell me more. Clarify the Three of Cups. Yeah, so these people know that everything they put out is going back. Okay, so there could be an earth sign who could feel insecure because she don't know what's about to happen. She trying to figure it out. Like, like something about to happen. You know what I'm saying, to her, and she's very insecure and worried. So this person is crying, worried, knowing that whatever she did to you is gonna backfire. Okay, she realizes that whatever she did was not worth it. Okay, so this person, they're stressing about what they did to you, and they know that y'all not cool how y'all used to be. Okay, so you don't have no passion for this person. There's not enough passion in this relationship or love here. So with the Seven of Cups is a, a union that may have been, it was one, maybe at one point it brought, like, maybe you brought a lot to this person. You brought a lot of love to this person, but they realizing first off what you are made of. They're realizing the type of individual you are. You someone who comes with the whole package, collective. You bring a lot of abundance, not just with financial stability, but with your energy alone. And so, what the Lovers card is someone who never really invested in you the way you've invested in them. Okay, So this is a witch, a person who did a lot of magic on you, or who is doing magic on you. The problem is, this person who's doing magic on you, they're not as confident as they're coming off. If anything, it's making you detach even more. So this witch doctor, like, they're trying to figure out what to do, but the magic that they're doing, it don't work. It don't work no more. Okay, and that's the truth. And they're fully aware of it because they see how you're performing. Okay, you're in your power. Yeah, and this fire sign, he is so mad. Look at that. He's so mad. Tell me more. Yeah, so this fire sign could be arguing with, so you could be a fire, it could be a fire sign, someone of authority, or this could be anybody who is trying to, there's like a lot of arguments happening with this person. He could be arguing with the water sign, trying to heal or make things better with this person. But let's see, we gonna look into this. I just heard the song, break up to make up. That's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for two. Maybe this is this person in a dysfunctional relationship, child. So let's see. We're gonna look into it. All right. So tell me about these two ancestors. Yeah, it's a lot of hate going on, and regret, anger in this relationship with the Queen of Swords. This like a third party situation with all these people. They're like thinking, is it even worth it? They're all connected in a relationship or something. Tell me more. This could be a family, a dysfunctional family, and ain't working no more. Tell me more. Yeah, people feeling stuck with this person. They're like, there's changes that could be happening in this connection where it's too messy. It's a lot of mess going on in this relationship. Okay, so people, they want to come around. Okay, they're going to be bringing in some sort of offer. Tell me more. These are people who want a chance with you. Tell me more. And with the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, are people that you're going to be rejecting. All right? So they want to move forward. I feel like you're moving forward without them because you're fully aware of these people. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah, these people feel left out. Okay? So they want to lie. They want to like run back in or sneak back in, but deep down, someone feels very guarded. Okay? You're very guarded from people that may want to sneak in or something. And there are people who are just collective. A lot of you are not going for it, okay? And it's because people want your mind, but they're not able to have your mind because you are fully in control of yourself, of your life, of your mind. They're missing a major tool, and there's a lot of jealousy when it comes to this because people really want to attach themselves to you. So you're gonna have to be careful about what you are allowing, collective, because people, they really want to get in that mind of yours, honey. And I just see you are saying no because you love yourself too much. Nine of Cups is you putting so much love in yourself. All your cups are filled. Okay, you feel very satisfied with who you are as a person, and for anyone to just come in and have asked you would be just a stupid choice for you to take. Okay, people really need to learn how to people really need to. A lot of people should learn self love. Okay, it's time to invest in yourself. It's time to give yourself the love that you were given to others. Okay, a lot of people, they were so invested in trying to get love from others, be validated by others. Now these are people who are connected to toxic connections or toxic people and happen to act as if they're okay with it. And that's just something we're not doing. Those are people that are ran mentally by other people. We're not trying to be ran mentally by nobody. We're walking away because we've done too much. So with that said, we learned many lessons, collective, 8 lessons. Even like you're the type of person, even with all the lessons you've learned, you're still taking another cup because you don't want to forget those lessons. You done added it to your other cups because you like, you know what, I'm gonna fill my other cups with up with the lessons I learned so that I'll never forget what people have done to me. People will never be able to do what they did to me again. You know, so you're not about to sit here and have anybody playing your face. At this point, whatever people want to manifest, it's giving me that, baby, no one's manifesting shit with you. Not unless you say so. No one's taking control of nothing when it comes to you, collective. Not unless you allow them to. If you didn't give them permission, no one has permission to get in that mind. Okay? They always talking shit. Out of here. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Mine. It's your mind, collective. Your mind. This is your mind. Don't let nobody take advantage of this here. Don't let no one get up in here. Take control of your mind. So these people, they want so badly to, they want to take control so bad of your mind, collective. But at this point, you are very knowledgeable about their goal, and we cancel all agendas, all plots, all schemes, all plans of the enemy, and we continue to align ourselves with the divine, letting God choose our path. Okay, I don't care what thoughts may come. Your mind may come across. Let's just say sometimes you may not be able to control your thoughts, your mind, because these are people who literally have like a tool to read what you think in, collective. But the thing is, a lot of those thoughts are not yours. A lot of those thoughts are not yours. It's projections, and it's just things that come to the mind. A lot of it is projections, okay? So even if you do think about it, doesn't mean that you believe in it. So just because there are thoughts that come through your mind, it doesn't mean that you're going to act on those thoughts, and it don't mean that you're going to that you believe in the thoughts. Okay? So where we are is, you know, a thought may come through, but you don't tense up. You don't get scared. You let that thought run through. Okay? It's a difference between acting on the thought, allowing the thought to put you in fear, and allowing the thought to run through as if it's just, you know, it's just a breeze that just went through. Because people project on you, and it's a lot. It's something called telepathy that a lot of people do nowadays. There are a lot of witches out here who practice that, and that's possibly what's been happening to a lot of the collective at one point, where someone could, you know, there could be a telepathy happening where someone could think about a thought and then they immediately come in your head. Have you ever thought about somebody and then they end up calling you? A lot of that is someone manifesting you, someone who actually wanted you to call them, whatever it is, so someone can come back around. Someone who you're like, I don't know why this person is on my mind constantly. Why am I thinking about this person? Well, you're thinking about them because they're thinking about you. Most times, it was all a plot anyway. Okay, so you got to be aware of that. We're not easily accessible like we used to be. We're very selective of what we're taking, collective. Even when it comes to our thoughts, our emotions. Yeah, you may have a thought that run by, but it doesn't mean that you have to accept it. Any thoughts that you may find to be a little difficult for you to think about, you can easily reject that thought, even if you have to speak it out loud and say, I reject that thought. Or you can just, let it pass through. Okay? But you don't accept every thought. Okay? This is what leaves your thought, your negative thoughts are feeling a way about you. They're like, oh, you ain't accepting this thought no more. Okay. So it's time for your your uh your thoughts to feel like, no, you're not going to place any type of fear on me. Okay. And it's because you're healing, you're rising above the thoughts collective. Your thoughts, people want you in a thought pattern that you're no longer rising from. I mean, that you're no longer not rising from. People want you want to think very negatively, but you're healing from these thoughts. Okay, you're rising through it. Someone who was trying to play with your emotion, play with your stability, make you feel as if you were inadequate. This is a person who you figured it out. Like, you literally figured it out, where someone was playing on you constantly. So when it comes to the Nine of Pentacles, is you're choosing yourself, you're choosing your thoughts, and while that happens, there are people who feel left out. They're like, dang, we cannot play on the collector's mind no more. So now those thoughts that they wanted you to have, they're now having. Because the thing is, for someone to spend so much time trying to make you feel a way, they're feeling a way because the magic that they're doing is inconsistent now. Their magic ain't even loyal to them no more. It's like the magic it can't even work without you, collective. You are the main factor in these people's lives and in their agendas. And if they can't play on your emotions, what do you think they're going to do? What can they do? What will we do? We can no longer play on the collective's mind. What's going to happen? They had a whole damn alert system, a big old red button, just in case you woke up. It was a button. It was a huge button. Boom! Like, this is the button they press. They're like, okay, when all else fails, we have to. This is the next agenda. This is the next plan. And I wrote it in my book too, but they sabotaged that too, child. But anyway, the next plan is we gotta really comfort the collective, seclude the collective, make the collective feel as if they're not the shit, make them feel as if they don't have nobody, make them feel as if they're secluded from the world, as if no one will come to their aid, make them feel as if they're the only one that they can talk to or believe in. We got to foreshadow the collective, we got to put them in fear. These people are so demonic and hateful. Like, how dare you evil piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, ho. You know what I'm saying? You are not gonna have no luck. You only made the collective rise above your hate. Okay. So with that said, they didn't realize that you had God. Okay. You had opportunities out here that these people thought that you did not have. People thought you weren't going to survive through a collective, but you did. Okay. And you're continuing to survive. And because it's only lessons that you learned, collective, you learned more throughout what you've been through. So with the witch, it's like someone's constantly doing magic on you that ain't working. It's all backfiring. Okay. So people who thought that they could put you in a difficult place, you found peace in those difficult places. You thought you were alone the whole time. God was right there with you. Throughout every fear, God planted. I mean, throughout every fear that the enemy plotted on you with, is what God's covered you with. So the unknown things you don't see is what God saw and what God is seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because God is so good. So these people, they wanted to see you down, but baby, you'll never be down. And looking out for me. Thank you, Lord. The devil had a plan to kill me, I know. But God intercepted his plan. Told the devil no. Period. Hallelujah. God is so good, collective, for real. Amen. Period. So we got vision. Hallelujah. God is so good. God is so good. Listen. Okay. All right. So let's listen. You got work to do, collective. You got work to do. You got work to do, collective. It ain't over for you. All right. The enemy can't stop. The enemy cannot stop what God has already planned for you. God ain't gonna let you die because you got work to do. You got an agenda that you gotta do for God. God is not gonna stop this, okay? You got life to live, and you got many blessings on the way. Come on, God blocked it. Hey, uh, all right, y'all about to get me to speaking in tongues up in here. I'm just kidding. So we got vision, the power of visualization. So this is visualization, imagination, plans, goals, objective, wish fulfillment, achievement, intent, purpose, desires, ambition, dreams, tasks, to-do list, hopes in the future. So let's see what God got going on now. Hallelujah. Clarify vision, ancestors, please. Clarify vision. Hallelujah. The highest praise. All right. So vision. Vision is the power of visualization. So tell me why we got visualization, ancestors, please. It's because someone had a plan for you, baby. This fire sign man who is losing their power, this person who is losing control or abuses their power, is someone who had a vision for you, collective. This is who stayed You stay in control of your emotions, collective, and someone is very hurt because of that. You're protecting your energy, okay? There's like someone who's in regret too. Tell me about this energy here, ancestors. What's going on here? Yeah, this is a liar. A liar, someone who can't control you like they used to anymore. All right? This is someone who had alliances with other people and cause a lot of conflict. They're in their head about old memories. Someone who is committed to, wanting to protest or still try to control things when they don't even have the same control anymore. All right, they don't have the ability to control what they once did. This is a person that don't even know what to do anymore when it comes to you. They don't have as much power as they claim to have. They want you to compromise with them now. Okay? This is a person who feels as if they had as if they're going through a huge loss. Someone feels that they lost everything. Song I'm hearing is "Since I Lost My Baby." This is a person who's doing magic on you. You could hear good news. There's blessings happening, or someone wants to work with you, or have they trying to be calm and trying to gain some sort of idea on how to work with you, but collective, it's just I mean, someone could be stressing. They just going through a collective because they know that everything that you're in, first off, you've learned a lot of lessons because of what this person has done. They tried to flex off of you and they realizing that everything was fated anyway. So everything you went through was fated, even though it's difficult to go through what you went through collective. You literally broke the code when it came to this person and their control issues. This person feeling as if they've lost they had a huge loss. They feeling left out. They're feeling insecure. They're feeling left out because of your truth. Clarify more. So we got this King of Swords from the past. They're maybe this is a person you used to be in a relationship with. They're going through a lot of changes in their life. They're being exposed for shady behavior that they taken. This is a person who's feeling shocked. Um, they still trying to control or manifest opportunities with you, trying to figure out how to balance things with you collective. This is a person who wants to win so bad they want to reach out to you as well. Yeah, so this is a person who's, they know they need to heal. They really do. Okay, they know they need to heal. That's the truth because ain't nothing else to do. Tell me more about vision. So their vision is to they want a relationship with you, a secure relationship with you, but they know that it backfires because of what they did to you collective. It's because you're too aware of what this person did. This person could have stressed you out. You're just aware of what this person's done, or they're nervous about what you know about what they've done. Someone who tried to stay hidden, people playing stupid as if they don't know what the hell is going on. And one thing about me collective, I don't like when people play in my face, especially if you know what's going on and you playing stupid like you don't know. Like that's the most. That's like the a major insult. But yeah, people they need to move right along. Collective people are stressing. They're going through a lot because their vision is not working out how they want it. Vision, and the thing is, they created, but they created a huge backfire. Is what I see. Heartbreak. You know, people who like first off the higher find the reverse is like I'm not playing your game. I'm not being a part of your agenda or your community. Someone's stressing that whatever, maybe this could be a divorce. Someone's heartbroken about a divorce, or this could be about someone who's wanting so badly to be in your life. But you're like, no, you're escaping this person. Yeah, you closing this cycle out. You're done. Okay. You're very guarded. And someone they feel a way about it. They really do. They're mad. They're feeling defeated. They know they need to walk away. Go away. There's nothing else to do here. They still want to offer you a chance. Their goal was to like see how they could play mind games with you collective and sneak back around, act like hey, how you doing, big kid? But honestly, I don't feel you going for it. Okay, it's just gonna backfire. Okay, so someone is not as confident as they used to be in their spell work, creating whatever they wanted off of your mind, making you feel ways that you didn't feel like. I mean, you used to feel, maybe you used to feel a way, and now you don't feel that way no more. So this is a person that they can't do what they used to do to you no more. And now they're feeling like they've lost all control. Someone ain't doing good, collective. They're not doing good whatsoever. So now we have the demigod, clarify demigod ancestors. Why we have demigod? Clarify demigod. Yeah, so with the world card is someone who's stressing because there is information that's been found out. This person has been exposed. So with number 46 is you coming into you're like someone who's highly protected first off. And it says wherever I go, there I am. So this is also a person that calls themselves a god or thinks that they're a god. There's somebody who feels like they can control certain outcomes, and they're realizing that they're not as powerful as they thought they were. Someone could have been someone could have been called like a beast when it came to certain magic that they used to do, and they're realizing like my talents, they're not paying off for me. Whatever I used to do is no longer working on the collective like it used to. I don't have it anymore. Someone's skills are, they don't have those skills like they used to. So this is a community that wants to come together. They want a relationship. So this is a person that's used to what they used, like someone don't know how to work their magic no more. They don't know they don't know what to do. They're like, oh my God, like it's not working. You know, whatever they used to do, it used to work real good. But the issue is, too much now, collective. Someone's feeling burdened. They're like, I don't know what to do. I done read every book. I done tried every type of trick, every type of manifestation. I did everything in the collective. They're not doing what I asked them to do. They're not doing what the magic is supposed to lead them into doing. And it's because you become the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone who don't back down. You're very assertive, very truthful, and you have clarity. You represent the truth. So don't you dare lower your voice for anybody. So this is you who's speaking up for yourself. You're standing your ground. You're not playing when it comes to people who want to play in your energy. You're not allowing people to just have their way with you like that. Okay? And that's a huge issue for a lot of your ops collective because they're not used to that. They're used to getting their way. Okay? What you doing collective is huge. All right? It's because someone literally thought that they were God over your life. And now they're realizing, I'm not that powerful like I used to be. Like God then took this person's power away. Tell me about this person. The God. Yeah, they showing it is backfired. Collective. This is true. Whatever this person thought they had, it could be an earth sign woman. She thought she was God. She said, it all backfired. Someone's just waiting on that shit to backfire. Everything this person put out is what they're getting back. And they know it too. They're waiting on it. They're waiting on it. They're like, is this why my life is looking like how it's looking? Like I can't, collective, let me tell you. So I'm not gonna tell you the restaurant name, but I will tell you that I had an issue with the restaurant. There were a lot of games being played with me, and this restaurant, the manager at the restaurant, they were so rude to me. This was like back. This was a long time ago. I won't say that long, but it was long ago, long enough for me not to go there for a while. And so, like, I've not been to this restaurant in almost maybe 2-3 years. Okay. When I moved into my other home, the home that I bought, I it the restaurant that I love, they were open. They were in another city, the city closer to me. So I was happy because I was like, okay, well, I get to go there. I went there and the restaurant was closed down. But the one I frequent on the west side was like, I didn't know that restaurant closed. But I'm telling you, collective, when I drove past there, I was so shocked. This restaurant been open for years. Years. Like, I've always went to this restaurant. But the last time I was there, they did me so horrible. They did me so dirty, collective. When I said they did me dirty, I literally had to contact the CEO of how they messed with me, how they played in my face. They were thinking it was a joke. And I was so serious. I'm like, you're not going to do nothing about it. They basically just shunned me off. Like, we don't care. And so I was like, okay, fine. I prayed. I said, you know what, God, I'm gonna let you handle it. Next thing I know, I drove down the street. Like, God was like, go down the street, because I was telling God, like, it's a lot going on, God. Like, it's too many people that are constantly effing with me all the time. It don't make no sense. It's just like it's getting worse. God was like, keep driving, keep driving. Because I was like, I was gonna go to the restaurant that I usually go to. I haven't been there in a while, so I'm like, well, maybe I can just go here and eat. I went down the street, collective, and the restaurant was shut down. The restaurant was shut down. I'm telling you, they had 3 franchises. Each and every one of their restaurants closed down after they did me dirty. I kid you not. Now, I won't say that I'm the only one they did dirty, but you got to be careful how you do people, because whatever you send out, it always goes back, baby. It ain't even a joke. It ain't a joke. You know what I'm saying? It was a restaurant everybody know about. Everybody know about this restaurant. Everybody and their mama be there. I'm surprised because they had a lot of customers. I can't believe they closed down, because I mean, people frequent this restaurant. It would be like hour, 2 hour holes just to get in. So, collective, believe me when I tell you, no one gets away with nothing. Okay, now, I'm not saying that one incident caused for the restaurant to close, but I know it had something to do with it, because the way they did me, it was so disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. I said, you know what, God, I'm gonna give it to you. God, I'm telling you, God was like, okay, don't worry about it. I got you. Because people think that they just because they have successful restaurants, they think, oh well, because I got this or I got that, or because I'm the franchise of this or this or that. People think that they're invincible. People think, oh, because I got money, because I got this, because I'm in control of this, or because I make the rules here, or because I can do this. Like, people think they can do whatever they want to until they meet their match, until they meet their maker. People, they are so brave nowadays. They don't care about God. They don't love God. They play games with God. They're iffy and fickle with God. It's just like, nowadays, collective, people are really showing who they are. People taking off their whole mask nowadays. It's giving me, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people, they don't give a care no more. So everybody, it's just like, people need to be very careful of how they play with you, collective, because there are people out here that will lose their whole business for effing with you. And this is just a fair warning. The thing is, people, they listen to what I say, but they don't take it serious. A lot of these people, they play a lot with it. They play a lot. Like, you play a lot. You think that it's a joke. You think you playing around, and whatever you're doing, the magic, the constant manipulation, the lies, the interference, the trying to block someone's path, All of everything you doing, baby, every lie you do will catch up with you. You know, these people be inspired to like really do you dirty, collective, and then be mad at their results when they get the results that they get. People get mad when things are not turning out how they want. People have set themselves back so far when it comes to their own bloodline. Like people think, oh, well, my bloodline is this and that. No one gives a fuck about your bloodline because your bloodline don't, your ancestors don't care about you. Like people who continue to conspire against you, these are the very people that don't give two shits about you no more because of how you're showing up for your ancestors. Do you really think your ancestors are out here trying to cause pain for anybody when your ancestors are in pain? Your ancestors are not proud of how you are continuously conspiring against innocent individuals or causing issues, because the more and more you do pain to somebody who is innocent is the more difficulty you gonna be going through. Like I've used Honey I Shrunk the Kids for a reason, and it's because when the kids were when the kids shrunk because of that machine, they were they they were they could have been stepped on or anything, along with the animals, and I mean not the animals, the insects. You know, everybody running because the sprinklers came on. Everybody is affected by that. You know, so people who think, okay, well, I'm bigger. You know, well, there are other beings out here that can be affected by your reckless behavior. So you got to look at the deeper picture. You know, yeah, it may be funny, but who are you affecting? Your own ancestors. The ancestors you think that are working for you that cannot work for anybody who is being demonic and evil for somebody else. Your ancestors have to have permission to even work with you. And if you're hateful, evil, and you're doing wicked to people that don't even do nothing to you, do you really think your ancestors are going to help with that shit? Now, it's certain people they will help you with, but not people who are divinely protected. You know, these are people going through bad luck, collective. There are people who are going through karma. It's not a joke anymore. Okay? And they're going to be stuck there for a long time. They're going to be stuck there for a long time. These are people who did themselves a disservice. They're not happy. They're reflecting on everything. Okay? So you think your ancestors are sitting here, oh, well, I'm working with my ancestors. You know, they're looking at everything you're doing. They're like, oh my God, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Because you're effing us up. Like, you know, yeah, we were rich on earth, but now out here we're poor as hell. Things ain't the way they look on the physical realm. Yeah, you might get away with it for a minute, but you come on this end, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be regretful, and you're gonna be going through a lot of things. You know, even the Jade Emperor, even the Jade. Like there are people who I was listening to one of the spiritualists say that the Jade, like people can come here as the Jade Emperor and then leave this earth and be poor. You know, these are people who could come, who could um be somebody who is, you know, the Jade Emperor is someone who's very like very abundant, okay? But on the other realm, if they didn't do what they were supposed to do on this realm, they can go back very poor, okay? So what you think you getting away with on the spiritual realm or on this earthly realm, you will have to pay for the consequences. consequences eventually. And there are people who live for the now. It's just like, you don't even think about your you don't think about your kids, you don't think about shit. These are people who, like, literally, they just want so much control, but they know that they're holding on. These are people who know they're going through bad luck. If they don't know, they better know. They trying to hold on to all their money, but they're about to be going through so much bad luck. Okay, they're gonna be losing it. They're working hard for their money, but honestly, they're knowing that it's the truth. You know, someone's trying to act like, oh well, we're this and we're happy, and we're gonna, like, no, you already did it. You know what I'm saying? You already put out the negative energy, so you gonna have to pay for that. There's lessons. You trying to figure it out. Like, what you got. You know what's gonna happen. So there are people who are mad. These are people who mad. They're like, they want certain offers, but you're not taking it. Okay, you're gonna continue to rise up and continue to stay consistent. And while that happens, people are upset because you close out a cycle. All right, yeah, yeah, it's just not a joke anymore, collective. I mean, I'm telling you, I wish I had the letter that I wrote customer service for that restaurant so I could show y'all how upset I was and how they handled me. They were so disrespectful, and I did nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that should be following me often. I'll go to a restaurant minding my business, and there'll be like people messing with me, and it's just like, damn, like, I just came here to fucking eat, and you messing with me. But I'm telling you, each and every restaurant who was messing with me, there will be justice. It's gonna be karma for you. You keep playing with me, you gonna find yourself going through so much sadness, baby. You gonna be regretful. You know what I'm saying? You and your posse, those you are working up against, collective, these people, they don't want to hear the truth. But baby, I'm telling you, these are people who are jealous, they're mad, they're gossiping, and they knowing that they're not they don't have as much control as they thought they did. They're jealous. These are people who are toxic. Like, how are people who have more than you jealous of you, collective? It don't always have to do with money. It can just be, it can just deal, it can do with who you are, what you represent. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, a lot of people, they got so much to say about you, but would never choose your path, would never walk in the shoes that you're walking in. People who have so much to say about you would never say shit to your face, have to literally manipulate and control others in order to make you mad, and still find out that you're still good after all. Like, you a hater. Just say that. Just say that. You're a hater, you're mad, you're jealous, and you're unhappy, miserable. Miserable. You know what I'm saying? Miserable, defeated. You just a hater. Each and every one of you report my live, you hater. Like, you ain't gonna have no luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same that you want for the collective, you're always gonna get. Collective, you got other options, other opportunities. Never give up on yourself. Someone's just so arrogant and sad and regretful. People losing it out here, collective. So don't even worry. These are people that don't even know how to think anymore. They don't even know what they're doing anymore, especially when it comes to their sneaky behavior. They don't know what to do no more, collective. These people, they're losing it. Losing it because they don't like what I'm saying. But it don't matter if you don't like what I'm saying. Maybe you should listen so that you can stop doing what you're doing and get on the new path. Because obviously the one you're on is not working. It will never work. Okay? So the person you wanted to lose their mind is the person who got their mind. Now who's losing their mind is you. So you're gonna be mad, all right? You just gonna be mad and you're gonna be angry because you're not gonna be able to control shit with the collective. All right? So it could be an angry air sign woman who's mad, stuck in her emotions, miserable in a relationship that don't serve her, thinking all she thinking about is a relationship. She don't have no emotions, very insecure in herself, and also is somebody who doesn't know how to feel. You know, this is a person that they don't have no emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they watching you so much. They watching you. They want to connect with you. Whew, but they don't know how. Someone don't know how. A bunch of these people, all these liars, people that just move out. They just no one's up front. No one's real. No one's none of these people. None of these people. So you're just doing you, collective, until God tell you to move. All right. And there's a lot of heartbreak. People are feeling very hurt, defeated. They just losing it, collective. Don't forget to watch the. I'm uploading more videos to the video I had where someone wants to get in your good graces. Look out for other parts of the video. I'm not done uploading. I just uploaded a new video um for that dream. No, that song download. The song download was it a song download or it was a song download. The Pocahontas Colors of the Wind is on TikTok. I've uploaded a few videos and I just uploaded a new one today. I'm going to upload another one tonight. I don't like uploading them all at once because people report the channel a lot and they report my videos, and a lot of people don't get the notifications because there's so many haters messing with my damn channel. So I upload them one at a time so that you all can see, get the notifications. Because if I do too many, and it may get lost in the algorithm. So now the last card we have is Catfish. This is number 19. You could be 19 years old or you can have a 9-year-old. All right, so it says usernames: dishonesty, catfish, false self-deception, feeling silly, least person you expect, obsession, self-love, dating, acting, mocking, troll, copycat, fake account, manipulation, seduction, and adaptability. Let's see what's going on. All right, tell me about this catfish ancestors. What do we need to know? Tell me about catfish. Yeah, someone can't play games with me anymore. Those days are over. They know they can't play mind games with you. All right, and it's because you're fully aware of the truth, and someone is very uncomfortable with you knowing that. So these games, these lies, these constant manipulation tactics, they're finding out that none of the shit was worth it. Like, you're not even getting into it. Someone only wanted it so that they could gain some sort of material wealth. I see you moving on, okay? And someone could be very insecure, very jealous, losing all control or sense of self because of this. Someone's feeling insecure. Someone's been found out, and you're guarded. So when it comes to, someone wanting to come in and like approach you, I feel like you're being guided to make sure that you're aware. Make sure you see past what someone is doing, okay? What someone is saying. All right, use your discernment when speaking to this person who is working with maybe a group of people who wants to control a relationship with you. These are people who want to connect with you on a friendship level. It could be a water sign man, a fire sign man. These people could be slowly coming to you. They're heartbroken, they're torn inside, and they want to create some sort of union relationship. Okay, the issue is these are people who've been the ventriloquist in your life, and they're trying to work on not walking away. All right, so they want to continue something here. And the craziest thing is, like, these are people that ain't gonna tell you. They're feeling left out. Look at this. The people are feeling shocked. They're feeling exposed. They're feeling naked because they're like, damn, like you know too much, you know. So these are people who realize that they're mad. Deep down, they're trying to act like they're good, but honestly, with the five of wands, is people who could be very, very upset because, first off, it's all this. Someone could be trying to control the algorithm as well. Report the channel is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's choppy because there's a lot of hating assholes who keep hitting the false reporting the channel. If it's choppy, just know that you know what, I should start it all over. I'm gonna just start it all over. I'll be right back, guys. Y'all can come back on.